All right, good evening, guys. Kind of Tortoise Capital Nightly Strategy Podcast for the weekend for June 1st, 2024. We'll start with a couple sniper trades of the day. So these are on 3-minute bars. And we'll start with EWW. And here's the opening. This blue bar represents the opening range 3. Opened here, closed here. It went as high as this, went as low as that, and then reversed and came up to here. Next bar was a nice tight inside bar. I took the next breakout low and put my, when it broke below that one, went short, put my standard risk box on it. The move was quick and it's here. By that point, you would not be wrong to have taken your stop from here and just locked in that little wedge of goodness. Either one of those would be fine. So you could lock that in. I took the exit at the skin of the dragon with this set of rising lows. And on 1 unit of risk, we capture about 0.7 of gains. You can see that the you can see that the RL30 had already started to reverse. I take the PSAR reversal. Was this possibly short? Yes. Would you lose any money on that trade? No. Would you take this trade no matter what? Yes. Standard risk. Target is the Bollinger Band mean declining. Next target would be the high of the day. So target 1, target 2. That's when we can really get on board. We're close to target 1 already. Held support at the VWAP, continued on, gets to target 2. Could we have added a position here? You could have, except that it's 3 p.m. already. And we're not going to add that late in the day. Run 10-minute bars here. Take the exit. Try the quick short for a snack. So if the first one was 0.7, this one with the same standard risk is about +2, and that's about 0.3 for a total net of 3. We like it. Here's DIA. That's the close yesterday. Breaks out to the upside, standard risk, rolls over, take a micro gain. The whole market is in a sideways compression. It breaks out above the VWAP, try it long. The rest of the market was improving. SPY had already started to move. The Dow was a little slower to catch up sometimes. I put the same standard risk on it. Micro loss, re-entry, because why not? It's right. It crossed the VWAP, crossed the Bollinger Band main. It failed to fail. That's information. Starting to work. Really starting to work. Could add second position, maybe. Getting late in the day. What could possibly happen? Boom. Okay. You persuaded me. Second position at 3R. Oh, big run up. And exit so that I can just enjoy it and sleep like a baby over the weekend. One, two. That's the 3R battle drill on this one. This one gets +4. This one gets +1. So that's 5R. They all look the same leaving the station. Well, are you going to predict which one works? Do you think you can know that? Do you think any of the past indicators and filters, and you pick, you think any of that is going to predict this? You're nuts. You just follow price. Manage your risk. Remain humble and lovable for over the weekend. That is the secret to success. No overnight risk in this style. Let's coach the traders. Hamad, 1.4 on the 10-minute charts, DIA. You saw the same thing. Tried it, thought about a second position, took the nice exit. 1.7, check. $1.7 on EWW, the same thing. Didn't even get the big move. Where's the think that's the open? Yeah, that was yesterday. So quick reversal, gets aligned properly, and is stays with it on the long side. 1.7. Micro loss a couple times in EWZ, and that's 2.7 for the day. He's starting to see the difference between an SSC, a healthy SSC, and a little chop. George, trying also on the 10 minutes, short, cuts his losses. He tries long, exits for -1.1, stop and reverse for 1.5, nets 0.4 for the day, correct. That might have stayed a little too long. I don't know. We'll take it. Brian, on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar on the 5-minute bars. Correct. Correct. Re-entry, correct. Correct. Doing other things. 2.9. On 43 trades, he's got an expectancy of 0.76. He's apologizing to me for not getting this trade. You don't get to apologize to me. Kevin R. on EWW on the 3 minutes. I like this one. Good exit. Gets long, maybe stayed too long. That's fine. Re-entry, excellent. Re-entry, re-entry, re-entry. 1.1 using the hybrid frog technique. Notices that it's easier to hold through the pullbacks on the 10-minute chart. Concur. Here he is on the 10-minute bars with EWW. This is the parallel trade that he's doing. Tries short, cuts it, stop and reverse, nails it the whole way for 1.3. Much easier to manage. And this thing fails right where you would expect it to fail, so he doesn't have to even wait for the PSAR flip. Know your territory. 1.2, and this is on Brazil, short and exit. Perfect. God, just added EWZ to the watch list today. Check. He's just going to work on it on the 10 minutes because he's also working EWW on the 3 and the 10 and the 30. And he's watching DIA for market conditions. And now he's partner trading with EWZ, but only on the 10. So after just a few weeks, he's starting to expand his span of control, but knows where his 80-20, 20-80 focus is. But now he can start adding these other ones. And if you can add 1.2 on a supporting trade, you're in good shape. This is Constantine. He's trading the NASDAQ E-mini on the 3s. There's 7.4 on a COTA 2. You should be able to spot that a mile away. COTA 2, there's the confirmation. I'd almost suggest Constantine adding a second position there because you're free and clear, or here, or here. This could have been 15. But he also gets it on the front end on the collapsing dragon, Hulk smash. This is where I think when this fails, second position or third position, and then your nice tight exit in here. So that's what 13R from our prop trader on 3 minutes looks like. Trading other people's money with leverage after proving himself to their satisfaction using this exact technique. Come on and learn how he did it. Weekend reports. Bullish normal, very strong. Volatility has returned to neutral and risk on. This is poised for another run up. We're still fairly strong on ETF2 exposure. These are the holdings for the week ahead. MDY is such a beautiful long term. You might be interested in my short ebook on the index trading, going on sale soon. Regression line fractal framework. Holding support at the RL 90 and 270. If this goes, this should really go. It's got to break above the all-time high, but that is really poised for double plus good, triple plus good. Look at that. Look how the gray area, which is the Bollinger Band +1 on the RL 270, how that held support, that nice little noise buffer, that strength buffer, and everything is north of it and going. This little pause that refreshes here is now poised to do this. If that happens, we're ready, and we're going to respect our stop in case it does that. Where should your stop be? I'd have it right here. Why not? You don't have to make it more complicated than that, guys. Just do it by visual inspection. This was such a nice recovery here at the end of the day. Now the 3-day is looking really strong. The 9-day is stable and looking strong. Three-day and 9 days to the slower swing. Why do I do that? Why don't I just use weekly? Well, because I'm kind of interested in the weekly, but everybody is. So I use a 3-day because it's just a little bit faster. And I like a 9-day because it's just a little bit slower. And between the fast and the slow, I can triangulate a deeper understanding of the longer term swings rather than just looking at what everybody else looks at. Doesn't take any longer to do it, but you get better information. This little rollover is cautionary. PSAR flipped here, but that little 600-point run in the Dow in the afternoon brings it right back to an important price level. So can this go? We'll see, but that's a pretty strong support. I think I'd even probably go here, depending on what size position you have. Now, if we zoom into the last 30 days, this is that 30-day box. And you can see important moments like the RL10 turning, the RL10 and the RL30. That's your P1. Here's where you get the Kata 2 holding support above a rising dragon, and the RL30 reverses. That is such a strong signal, confirmed when it crosses the Bollinger Band main, turns to summer, breaks through previous resistances. Here's where it rolls over. Caution, the pullback to here, the recovery to here. That was a quick trap to see who could get shaken out. Maybe. I don't know. Feels like it. I'm ready to exploit strength in the morning. That's what that afternoon move looks like. Everybody's just exiting positions because it's Friday. Bam, buying inventory. If this breaks out above here, watch out above. The three things we're owning going forward in ETF 13 and 22 and 32. This could be another short bump in energy, the short-term swings. Here's a little bump off the bottom in energy, clean energy, that we're ready to understand. Nobody loves Brazil, so maybe I should. Ready for a washout and recovery? I don't know. It's got a long way to play catch up. Hey, what if it only got halfway back up the stack? That's a good move off the bottom. So we'll keep that in mind. In the Dow 30, energy has started its little recovery. Short-term swing. Buying opportunity in Microsoft and Walmart. Caterpillar won't stay down for too long. So we'll be ready for this. And 3M, just who do you love? 31% in 3 months. Wow. Not sustainable, but boy, that's the argument for swing trading. You start seeing some of the moves that are available. Wow. Like this thing started off as a recovery off of lows, every one of those. And so the wider stops with swing trades over long periods of time, longer than the day trades, gives you a chance to lock in. Tech, mid caps, energy and financials, well poised. Technology has a long way to go to catch up. That's actually very good for the market. To be this strong and tech have a lot of upside, oh, that's ideal. There are some globals happening here, green and white. Metals and mining, semiconductor strong. That's getting a lot of benefit from NVIDIA and AMD. Shifting to the daily. You've already seen these. So let's go to dashboard one. Very strong, normal volatility, poised for big moves in either direction, buy on dip opportunities in emerging markets. Walmart very strong, Nike and Disney very strong. Like it. So let's go to the Dow Tactical. Plenty of auto framers available. Real strength here in Verizon and Walmart. There's a 551W in Goldman. That's good. And in Procter, that's good. And in Walmart, that is great. Liking it. Who doesn't think that's a buy on dip in NVIDIA? Everybody thinks that's a buy on dip. Don't be surprised if it recovers quick. ETFs, a little weakness in Brazil, lots of auto framers. Not much squeezes because of the size of the range in that afternoon explosion up. Plenty of auto framers. Dominated by the fall, there's a good chance for recovery on strength. The NDX report just shows you how widespread the joy was in the close. I mean, look at those numbers. Wow. And Walmart and AI. Mm, mm, mm. Sure liking that. And let's go to our last little integrated mosaic here. Poised for a recovery. This is now that it's at the bottom of normal, that's what it sort of likes to do that. And if that happens, you get a higher low. That'd be almost like a Kata 2 move from right here. And price is now poised. I'm ready to rock. I'm just going to respect my my stops, respect my elders. All right, that's everything for today. We'll be ready for them tomorrow. Let's get them.